and you can't do that. And then, it can't be adduced. So so the thing is, so she did that, so she assaulted me. And then I go to the Court of Appeal, and the Court of Appeal was told that I was ambushed with evidence. And so they actually reserve judgment, and they just, so they send you so the judgment's not read there in court. It's given to you later, sent in the mail. So when I received the judgment back, the judgment states that evidence was adduced. The evidence could not be adduced into court because pursuant to that Alberta Rule Court 158.51E, it could not be adduced. So I'm going to call Aliso Fedford, the lady who's in charge of getting the ball rolling on an inquiry which may lead to an investigation. And this is like judicial fraud, judges committing fraud, and thing is they came up with so many things. Just other than me being ambushed, other than them saying evidence was adduced, that could not be adduced. They came up with so many things in that judgment of theirs. It was a fictional judgment. It'd be like, if those judges were trying, if they're in a grade 3 class and the grade 3 teacher said, "Here, class, read this, and then we'll write a test on what you guys read." Well, the grade 3 teacher would actually take them and put them in a class and make them read it, and then they'd write the test, and they would have flunked the test because they came up with things in their judgment that never existed, and things in their judgment that was not from the appeal material at all, not from the appeal books. And anyways, that is outright fraud when they come up with fictional, bogus things. And the thing is, it's other, there's so many other things other than them saying that evidence was adduced that cannot be adduced. I did not say the evidence was adduced. I said the evidence was, I was ambushed with evidence that cannot be, you cannot be served anything that you know nothing about. Everybody has a right to know what they're being cross-examined on, and I did not have that right. So let's call Aliso up, and I'm gonna post this on YouTube. So her number is area code 403 0. Oh no, it's got to start with the 1 first. 1403. 252 0346. So let's call Aliso up and we'll see what she says. And we're going to hear this. Hi, this is Eddie Achtem calling. Could I speak to Aliso, please?
No, she's not in.
She's not in? Why hasn't she returned any of my calls?
Actually, Eddie, I spoke to you the other day, and because this is the Federal Constituency Office, we cannot help you, but she's not in this office. She's in Edmonton most of the time.
Well, can I have a number where I can call her then?
No,
I can't have a number?
Justice office, which I think you've done.
Because it is her mandate to give instructions to the Canadian Judicial Council to actually proceed with an inquiry over judicial fraud, because I was ambushed with evidence that could not be adduced, and the Court of Appeal said evidence was adduced, and I never said I was...
You told me this the other day, and so I think, as I said, all you can do is go through the process with the Justice Department and the other things you've done, but no, the minister can't deal with every individual concerning...
That is her mandate. You are lying to me.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not going to listen to this anymore, so good luck.
Okay, so they hung the phone up on me, and let me read the mandate. That's the Justice Minister's office. Let's read the mandate here. Mandate of the Justice Minister. Okay, Justice and Attorney General mandate. It says the mission of Alberta Justice and Attorney General is to protect the rights of the individual in Alberta and advance the interests of society by fostering safe communities in access of justice, respect for the law, understanding of and confidence in the justice system, and the legal foundation for social cohesion and economic prosperity. Well, the thing is, she is not following her mission. Her name is Aliso Fedford, and if you want, you can give her a call and parch if you want. She's a nasty lady that's just trying to cackle. It's like, oh, I'm going to deprive Edward Achtem of justice is exactly what she's doing. She's trying to deprive me of justice just like those judges did. Her phone number is area code 403-252-0346. She deprived me of justice. Give her a call if you want. Send her a letter saying that her address is suite number 6, 22 Richard Way, Southeast, Calgary, Alberta. Her postal code is T6 T3E 7M9. Her phone number is 403-252-0346. Her fax number is 403-252-0520. The thing is, if someone could call and complain and send complaints to her for depriving me of justice and not following her mandate is to do that, to actually instruct the Judicial Council. And I will show you that. I will actually explain to you what the Canadian Judicial Council mandate is, according to the Judges Act. Judges Act. Okay, the Canadian Judicial Council, inquiries of a judge. This is part 2 of the Judges Act. This is for Canadian Judicial Council. And this is inquiries concerning judges. Paragraph 63.1. The Council shall, at the request of the Minister or Attorney General of a province, commence an inquiry as to whether a judge of a superior court should be removed from office or any of the reasons set out in the paragraphs 65.2 and 65.2A to D. And I'm not going to go ahead and read that read the rest of the Judges Act, but the thing is, we know what fraud is. No one's supposed to be ambushed in every country in the world, but you know what? It's a common practice here in Canada. And it's just crooked. It's outright tyrannical, and judges are not being judges. They're being administrators of a tyrannical judicial system, depriving people of justice. They're administrators of depriving me of justice. Well, I was deprived of justice, and the thing is, it threw me and my second family into a pit of poverty. My wife, I hate to say this, but she actually did, for the financial reasons, I was trying to immigrate, I was hoping to get half of my equity and do immigration, buy a house, but you know what? My ex-wife, she took all of everything, and she thus throwing me and my second family into a pit of poverty. And I have MS, and I'm actually I'm undergoing an application for a long-term disability because I have poor lateral balance, and I can't do what I used to do. I used